Good morning and welcome to Sunrise. This is Sunrise with Dr. Surajit Khanna, a news bite, BYTE, for ages 10 to 25, brought to you by Khanna4kids.com. That's KHANNA 4kids.com. It's a good morning message and a short snippet of the news just for today's youth. We're here a little bit after 9 o'clock every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And just to give you a little snippet of what's going on in the news. You can see us live at facebook.com at Khanna4kids. That's facebook.com, Khanna4kids. Please like and share that page. We would appreciate it. Dr. Surajit Khanna is an attorney. He is a child safety advocate and a servant of the underserved. And he's also champion of the nonprofit Voice of the Kids. Dr. Khanna recently launched the Post-Incarceration Juvenile Justice Reformation Act initiative. That's a lot of words, but we call it in short, returningyouth.com. And returningyouth.com just launched the Million People, $1 Million campaign. It's really simple. We're reaching out to 1 million people to donate a minimum of $1 so we can meet our $1 million goal within 3 months. Go to returningyouth.com. We provide post-incarcerated young adults with housing, training, all the required medical psychological assistance needed to secure a job, to build their careers, and greatly improve their lives. Today, we're going to be talking about a couple of things. Number one, yesterday was the anniversary of Kobe Bryant's death, and also the Republic of India, and Chocolate Cake Day. And now, good morning and welcome, Dr. Surajit Khanna.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, audience, those who are listening to me and will be listening. Well, like Gary said, I would like to start with happy notes that I know everybody loves chocolate cake. So today is a National Chocolate Cake Day. I don't know if you don't know, kids, how chocolate cake looks. Gary is going to give you a virtual chocolate cake picture shortly so that you can remember that today's day should start with chocolate cake. That means what? You got to be happy because chocolate makes everybody happy. Let's say, when did this chocolate cake day started? Well, having first chocolate cake. Oh my God, that's the chocolate cake which I would like to have one piece. The first come on the scene in 1764. That's when it was discovered that grinding cocoa beans between heavy stones produced cocoa powder, which could then become chocolate. So that's when chocolate cake started, 1764. Most of us were even not born that time, okay? So that's how chocolate cake started, and it started from the cocoa powder. So, and then in early days, people didn't consume chocolate as a solid snack. We would today in the form of bars or cakes. So during that 1830s and 1840s, it was primarily a drink that you mix with the water. But then, people started putting different type of black forest cake with its cherries, German chocolate cake with rich in coconut pecan frosting. Wow, water comes in my mouth. And then, guess what? I'm going to give you another information, which those who are really fan of chocolate cake, how this whole thing appeared, the actual recipe, what we see in the store today. Well, not too long ago, it was appeared by Eliza Leslie in her cookbook. You know which year it is? It was 1847. Just a few years from now. Before that, we did not have a verifiable recipe. That's what they say. So 1847, the first verifiable recipe for chocolate cake appeared. Okay, so that's all about chocolate cake. So I really wanted to start my news bite with chocolate cake. So kids, please consume a chocolate today in order to honor the National Chocolate Cake Day. Yesterday, also in India, those who are Indians, those who are Indian kids, those who are listening to this, it would be a good idea to know the history of India as well a little bit. It was national holiday because it was known as Republic Day. What is Republic Day? As we in US, we have Constitution Day. Similarly, Republic Day is nothing but is a Constitution Day. This is the day when the Constitution of India got into effect. That was 26th January 1950. It replacing the Government of India Act 1935 as the governing document of India was turned by the British government in 1947. So the Constitution was adopted by the Indian Constituent Assembly on 26th November 1949. This was like 4 years after Indian independence and came into effect on 26th January 1950. So with a democratic government system completing the country's transition towards becoming an independent republic country. So the 26th was chosen as the date of the Republic Day because it was on this day in 1929 when the Declaration of Indian Independence started. So this is kind of little history. Those who don't know what is Republic Day in India, that is nothing but is a Constitution Day because Constitution was, came into effect on this day in 1950. Well, last not by the list, I would like to, convey my deep condolence on the remembrance of the first anniversary of our famous American professional basketball player, Kobe Bryant, who died last year on January 26th with his 13-year-old daughter and 7 others on the helicopter which crashed in California hillside. Well, I'm sure everybody is mourning on that. Everybody's showing their remembrance on that because he was, in fact, a great professional player. He was, by the way, if you guys don't know who he was born in Philadelphia in 1978. And on 2007, Bryant became the youngest player, that is 29 years, to reach 20,000 points in the game against New York Knicks. Also, some of you may not know, it's surprising to break this news that first time some sportsman declined to play in the Olympics. In the year 2000, he declined to play in the Olympics. You know why? Because he was getting married. So, but don't get me wrong, he did go to the Olympics. He went in 2008, representing USA men's senior national team in 2008 Summer Olympics. This was his first time going to the Olympics, and he scored 20 points, including 13 in the fourth quarter. And US defeated Spain 118 versus 107 and received the gold medal. In 2012 also, he received another gold medal. Bryant was also called as one of the greatest players in the history of our game. This came from NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. And the New York Times also said during that year, one of the most decorated careers in the history of the sports. Bryant was an 18-time All-Star. So, we can talk about him all day long. He was a great person, great man, great family man, and a great player. USA definitely, we lost him a big time. Following his death on January 26, 2020, LeBron James had a message about his death to that, which he's continued the promise to continue Bryant's legacy. So on February 15, 2020, Commissioner Adam Silver announced that the NBA All-Star Game MVP award would be renamed to NBA All-Star Game Kobe Bryant MVP Award in the honor of Bryant. Well, it's a sad day, but we should take inspiration from him. Young adults, those who are listening to this news bite, don't be depressed with this news, but learn from this great man, be like him, or at least try to be like him. Okay, he was also a young adult when he started his career, and he was the youngest in his NBA. So let's remember him. Let's take all the good things from him and move forward. Again, thank you very much for tuning in today in the SunRISE. Gary. You're muted, Gary.
Thank you. Sorry. Hey, thank you very much, Dr. Khanna. We appreciate it. Today's a solemn day, but also we're going to be looking forward to the rest of the year. I can't believe January is coming to an end. Monday is going to be February, right around the corner. So we are on the air every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Friday. Please join us a little bit after 9 o'clock. We have a special request. Go to returningyouth.com and please join our Million People, $1 Million campaign, returningyouth.com. We will see you Monday a little bit after 9 o'clock. Thank you, Dr. Khanna. God bless you all.
Thank you very much. God bless.